Hello, this is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso in the battle buddy. Well, hello, it's me again. Your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso and my family. Well, I found a signed poster. I got Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox signature. I found it at the flea market. It's got a the certificate, the statement saying that it's real. So I found this at the Golden Nugget at the flea market by the Colorado River. So that's pretty cool. And it'd be cool to actually meet them because I'm a Back to the Future. So and but it's cool that I found it was a decent price for it. This is Christopher Lloyd. So now I got behind my chair is the sign uh, when they went back to the future too. When the kid was riding a pink skateboard and he broke up. He said he took the skateboard. He didn't know it was a hover skateboard, and they broke off. Michael J. Marty McFly broke off the thing, and he used it as a skateboard. But he didn't know it was a hover skateboard. So I got that signed Christopher Lloyd, but Michael J. Fox didn't sign the other side of the gate. But I got Michael J. Fox signature now. So as I was trying to update and clean my bedroom and trying to reorganize things, just realize as you keep collecting things, it's harder and harder trying to find places for your stuff that you collected over there. And this is a small bedroom. So I feel like I did my best trying to fit all the cool things I collected over the years in this bedroom. And uh, where I gave Christmas gifts for years, I also collected things for myself because I'm still a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So I got some pocket monsters to show you. And I got Mike Tyson cards. Uh, I did not know Mike Tyson boxed in the Olympics. So that's pretty cool that Mike Tyson boxed in the Olympics. You have to get into the Olympics. That's like probably the hardest thing to do to get in the Olympics. I'm out of shape. There's no chance of me getting in the Olympics. So boxing Olympics probably super hard. Boxing is a super hard sport because you get beat up in the ring. Somebody wants to knock you out in the ring. So boxing is a hard sport. So for Mike Tyson to go into the Olympics, that's how good Mike Tyson is. To get in the Olympics, he's got a hard ass punch there, apparently. So I collected some things as to I'm still sitting here trying to figure out how much I don't understand the people in the world. I'm 40 years old. I don't. If this is the best way to welcome out Commiso back home, then I should have stayed in the military, and I could have traveled around the world, and eventually my battle buddies would have. Commiso needs weed in his food. You know, they would have figured out by now in the military that Commiso needs weed in his food. So I chill out in the military. I was, I was like killed to a point to like I never knew what it means to be in the barracks, you see. Well, like I I didn't take every class and courses in school, or did I? Well, I didn't never got to go to like a college. I got to college, got to college. Like they college finally know that you're in there, and they said you have to do the 4 years. If I ever get a chance to go to college, I will have to explain to the professor. I am a disabled combat veteran, and I had an intervention. And if the, you know, serving your country is like a big deal, really, if you think about it. Well, I feel like it's a big deal for my battle buddies and the veterans that come back home and everything, right? That's you make a big deal on American television about disabled combat veterans. So I was a shy, quiet kid in school, and I try to get along with every student. That's the I feel like that's what they taught me. Here, the teachers taught me to get along with every student. Like life through so Commiso charting. I said, okay, teachers, that's cool. I try to get along with all the students. And I'm 40 years old, and it seems to me, if you're famous or not, people still talk shit about you on the internet. So I don't know if you're directing your path on trying to sit there and screw me over. And I feel like I did a lot of good things in my life, and am a very responsible person. To where that's what they taught me and trained me in the military to be as a disabled combat veteran. My drill sergeant has beaten me up enough and broken me down enough and basic training to come home from war, and everybody, I feel like everybody's trying to pick a fight on so little parties you've invited me to. So I'm a 40 now, and I guess I get it. Everybody's old. We all die and get old. That's the best education you can give as the internet. But I'm 40. I feel like I was doing the right things my whole life. But that's not how the internet works. Apparently, as long as you get your up or whatever, well, how is it called? I don't know. How hard is it for you all sit there and go out of your way and actually, is that really easy to do? Or is that a hard thing? So, point out the obvious. I feel like television and internet is pointing out the obvious, and I don't know how is that entertainment to point out the obvious. Like they're trying to say a dog and a cat will fight. Yeah. But if you teach a dog and a cat to chill out, yeah, you still have to watch. What if they said, get out of here, kid? You got no future. I mean, we live in a world where Jesus, I'm starting to sell my own life. I feel like people had to trust each other, right? Is that the number one problem on the internet? You don't trust your disabled combat veteran after 9/11? Is that the biggest case in the world? Not trusting your American heroes back home, and you wonder why the internet is not exactly where you feel like the internet should be, as how many people use the internet. Back tomorrow night. Oh. Yeah, my mom thinks of going camping with the car. I just feel like I'm just found out that there's YouTube on the internet, and I feel like that's YouTube means YouTube. It's you, who you are. I'm trying to be who I am as a person on YouTube. That's what they try to teach me, the site. And I'm trying to open up my feelings and everything. But I don't know. Yeah, I admit, I cry too. Is that pointing out the obvious that human beings cry? But I still don't get the system. I don't get why people go out of the way and just be mean to each other for no damn reason at all. That's how I feel. Went out of your way to screw somebody's life over, right? You had to go out of your way. I highly doubt. I have so many bad guys in the world. I don't know. I highly doubt there's that many bad guys in the world. You could all make. Everybody wants to have a good life. Everybody wants to go to the grocery store and find that meal that they wanted to enjoy that day in the world. So I highly doubt everybody's trying to break every law or what law on the internet. Yes. How misleading the internet is. We're questioning the law now. How come you're blaming me as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11? That was kind of mean to act like that was that cool to do. I feel like it wasn't because even Commiso at war, somehow I came back home alive from war. Man, I'm 40 years old. I don't know how much wisdom you need to survive on this planet nowadays, as you point out the obvious. I feel like that's all people do on every channel, on every television, on everything as the internet. Everybody's pointing out the obvious. And you're all sitting there like, what's your point? It sucks that you allow us to, you claim that you feel like people really want to see negative all the time. That's why people are not watching cable boxes. They're watching the internet. But nowadays, everybody's like, oh, if the law is monitoring the site, why is there so much negative on the site? So people will start to question it. So I don't know if that's what direction you want us to go, but that's how it is. As I feel like everybody should have by now a mind of their own on the internet. I'm trying to define who I am. I'm trying to see if I could be a genius because people call me stupid and slow. Yes, I apologize. I didn't get that deep in freaking math because I don't know how many times you count 1 through 10 in math. That's why people will like have a numbers breakdown when they go to the math class. How many times can you count to 1 to 10 and then just put more numbers into the 1 to the 10 in the math problem? So uh, I felt proud of myself that I got A's and B's in math class. And I was the kid that apparently was in special education class. And I'm not sure if people accepted that I got A's and B's or how deep the conversation was online in high school. I don't know how deep we could go. I feel like we had went deep enough as to how deep we could be as people talking online 24 hours a day. So, yeah, I really never. I all the videos that I made, I can't remember everything I said, but I feel like I hit a key point to how do you teach students that they can go further in school and be anything that they want. It's what the teachers teach. And then maybe they forgot to teach us people actually turn on each other like that in some kind of real world you came up with. And how you expect us human race to advance on planet Earth if we still have the same conflicts over the same bullshit as to I feel like everybody has took their shirt off on here. Think about it. We live in a world where it seems like people want to do the cool thing, so what everybody's doing online is the cool thing to do on the internet. So everybody took their shirt off on the internet. As I feel like everybody can look up and find out where the nudist beach is, right? And the resorts. So legally, as in the state of New Jersey, legally, you're allowed to be naked in your home. Nudists look kind of super weird. You act like it was a witch hunt to find a naked person and the billions of naked people on the internet. So I feel like everybody took this shirt off. As everybody wants to be on the cool internet and the sites on it. That's not what I'm being taught in the real world. You actually had the balls to treat me like that as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. That sucks that people treat each other with disrespect and wondering why there's crime in the world. You know, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't need everybody to respect me as a disabled combat veteran. But, I just feel like, isn't that what you all teach each other online on the streets to respect each other on the streets? But I don't see that. I think you just threw that word to the streets. So they have an excuse to be mean to each other online. Oh, you didn't give me enough respect. I'm like, you didn't even shake my goddamn hand on the real life internet. I'm sorry you all in some kind of robot land and some kind of brainwashing, whatever you think the internet is. But I'm a human being on the internet. And I felt like I'm 40 and I'm like, yeah, you can't have a perfect life, but I feel like people try to have a good life or to where they feel like it's a good life to them as a person. So I highly doubt that's that much negative on the internet because I feel like people want to own their home homes. I feel Americans want to own their whole home. That's kind of like an honor as an American to own your home. That's like the one thing that you've been taught to own your home, American home, because you earned it and you worked hard for that home, and you deserve to have a home. That's not how you treat each other on the internet. If we all if keep treating each other the way we were, we all be all bums and living on the streets. There'd be nobody living in the homes because you all a bunch of haters. And what is style, what's cool, what's not. And I'm like, seems like nobody cares. I care. I may not know everybody, and you know, yeah, I don't want to be a kiss over for everybody to be my friend because if I was Michael Jackson and I'm like, I'm Michael Jackson, if everybody's my friend in the world, I feel the whole world would stand up for Michael Jackson because I'm Michael Jackson and you're my friend. Oh, I hear you. You use the television to talk negative about each other. I may not know everything, learn everything in the military, but I picked up here and there about being in the military when I was trained. And you can't hate on each other as the battle buddies and protect the country and serve our country. And so there's a lot of respect to being in the military. And we didn't have to kiss ass or whatever you do on the streets on the streets, not the military. So let's not do that. Oh yeah, I don't get people. You sit there and act like it's so hard to get along with each other in the world. But I feel like, well, if you claim that I'm stupid and slow as Commiso, then you must be, as people in the world, I, I feel comfortable who I am as a person, and I don't know how smart you have to be to live in this planet. I feel like I learned as I went, and I didn't know anything about the real world. I didn't know anything about military. I was a shy, quiet kid in school. I didn't have a lot of conversation as to. I feel like making YouTube videos allows me to open up, allows me to let out my feelings. Because you're all sitting there going to point out the obvious. I don't know what's the number one subject that people talk about, but I highly doubt people sit there and hate each other like that. It doesn't make any sense. Because one two, technology and movies and our future, we're not where we are as people. We're supposed to be further as to when somebody goes to the beach, everybody will be safe to go to the beach on planet Earth as a human being, as to a pet, as to, I feel like maybe it's not good to put your pet so close to the ocean. As to we can build things as a pool and everybody be safe in the pool. That's how far we got. We're smart enough for everybody to be safe at the pool. As we can build lakes for everybody to be safe with the lake. This, this negative is not going to make us all billionaires. I hope you know that. The negative is saying why we have to watch negative. Why? Why? The house you teach us in school, negative and stress is not a benefit to us. Then how can you force us to watch negative on television or in the internet? There's the television. There's, and I feel like I was just trying to be Commiso back home, and I have no social skills. Where I socialize with my battle buddies, traveling all around the world, and I felt like I got along with my battle buddies in the military. So how people look at each other doesn't make any sense. You sit there and act like you don't want crime on the streets, but you sit there and get mad at somebody. How's that possible? Like, you teach each other to get along in school and not to bully someone or each other in school to come out to school and find out people are assholes. Is that what you're trying to teach? That's the internet. So far, I'm disabled combat veteran after 9/11. And I'm just trying to understand my family and friends and understand it shouldn't be that hard to live on this planet. We're human beings. We already accomplished that. We're human beings as people on this planet. So I don't know, whatever you all, whatever. If I'm a good actor and I'm a god and can screw people's life over and point out the obvious, we're not going to advance as people. That's why I feel like I'm going out of my way to go back in time. In my mind, I don't want to. We could, it's uh, what's his name? Benjamin Franklin changed time with the days saving time. So if you really think about it, I don't know if it takes a genius or how smart you have to be or whatever to understand. He built a time machine without building a time machine and changed the time on his plane. And I'm still a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso and my battle buddy. That's what you're labeled, on the internet. We all got to be labeled up there, apparently. I don't know how organized the internet has to be. If you really think the internet's organized, it's not to my standard. That's Commiso. The internet's not up to date and not up to my standard, and it doesn't even make any sense to me. So how happy you can make us, how as people, each other. Seems like there's a lot of cool things to do in the world, and not a lot of people will get the chance to do the cool things in the world. As we got still oxygen on this planet. So it's hard to breathe when I use the internet, and while you all have a nervous breakdown when I push buttons. And you direct me in that direction on purpose. But I'm too stupid to notice that. That's how you talk to me. So I wonder when Albert Einstein got bullied in school, people thought he was stupid, and that's why it was so hard for Albert Einstein to be part of the class. Not everybody gets to be part of the class. And I felt like, as the goofy guy in the classroom, trying to get everybody, they taught me in school, everybody chill out in the classroom. I even tried to break up a fight in the classroom. And I didn't even know what was going on. So no, I don't go out of my way to start a conflict. I was the shy, quiet kid trying to understand why everybody's all mean to each other in high school. But in middle school, everybody's nice to each other in the middle school. And I felt like I was a human being when I was in middle school. And when I got to high school, I was a human being when I got to high school. Are you a human being when you get to college? I'm not sure. I have a lot of rights. And you all decided I don't deserve any kind of rights. But I served my United States country. What are you talking about? It's in my right to talk good about myself, is smart enough, and feel comfortable me being on the internet than you going out of the way acting like you didn't cockblock me over the years. And you all got relationship with someone. I'm single. I got 99 problems, and a bitch ain't one. Jay-Z told me. I think Jay-Z made that song for me as a veterans, not just Commiso. I understand. I'm not trying to Blue Falcon all the veterans. But it seems like that song's 99. Veterans got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. So if how you all make relationship, it's making it seem it's so hard to keep a relationship. I guess I'm proud that I got 99 problems and the bitch ain't one. To sit there and people can turn on each other just to be famous on television. Hate on each other just to be famous on television. So I we grew up through the 80s and the 90s on the internet. Internet wasn't complicated and internet was a simple thing to chill out on. But I still can't figure out how you all came together and decided this is the best way to welcome back home our veterans and your disabled combat veterans and Commiso back home. If you all gave me a hard time and I was just a goofy soldier at war, I imagine how what my battle buddies are going through the social media. They try to teach their social. Then why the hell anybody talking online in the first place? If that's all the negative's going to happen and everything. I know you have to use more complicated words in your report or tournament paper in college. Everybody can find the right answer eventually. You could, no matter how, because somebody would tell you, you saw your finger, the answer comes to you somehow. So, for you guys to sit there as people in the world and not teach each other the right way, to direct each other in the right path on the internet, just makes us look like idiots in outer space. Last time I checked, we got satellites in outer space. If there's life in outer space, don't you think the life in outer space is doing exactly what we're doing to see if there's life in outer space? And they hack our satellites as the aliens, figure out, and the aliens are trying to figure out the same what's wrong with human beings on planet Earth? Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense. The conflict on making love making love. I just feel like you don't want me to find love back home because you made sex something more than sex is online, and you all acting like you're having a nervous breakdown. But that's not. If everybody's having a nervous breakdown, then the streets can happen on the internet, and those streets cannot have a nervous breakdown. So you're not all acting like you're not calling each other the same name just to get on that site on the street. So I feel like you went out of your way to have a nervous breakdown over the word sex. As you just decide to go through my stuff and through my information online like I'm nobody, but I'm your soldier after 9/11 attack in New York City. Do you think that's a lot of respect to show your soldiers to veterans? Just go through my computer because you feel like it? I feel like you would got if you was a soldier in the military and well, you kind of felt like everybody hacked each other. You would have got a lot of trouble in the military, right? But that's not the case in the real world, right? So I don't know the main purpose why people hack each other nowadays. But I still couldn't understand how you made your disabled combat veteran after 9/11 go through that. As I am, the internet's not top secret. I don't know how smart you have to be to work at court around here, but the internet's not top secret. I have to tell my hometown court that apparently. The internet's not top secret. You act like you put jail on television and act like nobody knows the information in jail cell, but you put it on jail cell on live television. Then everybody talks on the streets there. I feel like That's stupid. To be somebody's friend, go trying to be cool, talk shit about them online. That's not what we was taught in school. So they put, are you smarter than the fifth graders? I learned and understand, no, I'm not smarter than a fifth grader. Because I don't want to make the kid feel bad. And yes, kids are more educated to the subject because they go to school all the time. So their subject is more fresh in their mind than a 40-year-old that didn't read books for a long time. I'm trying to read books back home. I feel like I got enough books in this room. Well, I have to go on your schedule, apparently. Then it feels like, oh, it's my fault that you're the one starting schedules and making schedules, or I'm your veteran, dude. What you want from me? I'm nice to you guys. I'm nice to my family. I'm nice to my friends because that's what I was taught in school. So this respect rap on the streets doesn't make any sense because you want to sit there and come up for a reason to hate each other. So what's the point of respect on the streets if you're never going to give it? You know, y'all sit there like you're going to give respect to each other, but you don't want to. You want to be streets. You don't want to give respect to each other. You just want to talk about streets all the time and how bad it is on planet Earth. And we got outer space. Seems like outer space doing fine. Seems like planet Earth is doing fine in outer space. But we're the ones sitting there and acting, having a nervous breakdown over everything you hear when there's no new news. It's all old news online. There's no new news. It's all the same boring news online. So in the future, the news got low ratings. In the future, crime on television got low ratings. It's not a benefit to us to watch negative all the time. That's why more negative comes out. So, no, I feel like I got scammed back home and the law scammed me. That's how you made me feel. As my combat PTSD, as act like people can't do stuff like that. I'm not blaming the law. I respect the law. But there are crooked, I would say there are crooked people in the world, right? I guess. Not everybody's going exactly to the job, to the code. What they did to me to write a statement like that, they didn't go to the codes that corner around there. They went past that code 24 hours a day. And I want to do that in the military. I would feel like I was a respectful, I'm a disrespectful disabled combat veteran. It means a lot for me to serve my country. And I feel like it means a lot to my battle buddies too or something. But all the internet do is point out the obvious. And you would just sit there and hate on each other and wonder why people have heart attacks and viruses and diseases on this planet. But stress kills. You know, I don't know how much classes I need to be taught that I'm a respectful soldier there. And I do understand. I'm going by your damn book on the internet, but your book's showing me and misleading me as the internet, as human beings use the internet 24 hours a day. So yeah, I'm the Commiso that likes to look into outer space. I feel like things that there's more activity in outer space than the corny activity we have, and we're all tiny. If there's life and there are planets that get bigger than planet Earth, that means there's life that's bigger than human beings. As we have facts that there were dinosaurs, there were species before humans on this planet that were bigger than human beings. So imagine if there was life on a giant planet, and that life can't even fit on this planet. That's why maybe we're not noticed. We're just a dust ball in outer space. And it's a miracle that you can create life as a human being. But I'm being taught making love and sex is not a miracle thing, as you point out the obvious. But violence and crime, I don't have to watch. I can avoid that as human beings on this planet. I feel like you don't have to be mean to each other, as it's not going to get us anywhere. If we're a dust ball, how small our planet is, we're just a dust ball in outer space. And it's a miracle that there's life in outer space in the first place. And we got so far as a human being for everybody to sit there and hate. The best thing they can do online that's boring the internet is to bully or disrespect or disable combat veteran after 9/11 Michael Commiso. I feel like, is that how far human beings got? We came up with how to build fucking robots on this planet. That we created the internet, and I could talk to people from all over the world. They can see me, and that's cool as hell. You know, as we did we build the internet to mislead each other or have some good type of confusion of a human being on the internet? So I don't know if the law online accept the internet by now. The internet, people are going to use. I highly doubt the internet is going to. We're kind of relying on the internet, don't you? As a human being, everything's the internet. I'm talked to like I'm a piece of shit soldier back home, but I'm not a piece of shit soldier. I feel like I was a really good soldier. I may not have got a lot of medals or may not uh, whatever, but I achieved a lot in the military. As serving your country is a big thing, as is a big thing to all my battle buddies, veterans serving your country. Because I don't know how much hate there are, but the United States is a good country. People move to America because the United States is a good country. So with all that conflict of whatever that is, I apologize of the few that why do you keep calling me children? Are haters, I guess. It's all complicated. I apologize. I didn't learn every scientific word in a dictionary or in a science class. I forgot some. I know hypothesis and conclusion, but a Bunsen burner. But I don't know how much math it takes to understand that we're human beings on the earth. I don't know how much math you have to take to understand that. I'm 40 years old. I help out the best that I can, where I have a good heart, and I help out everybody back home since I came back home as a dis or tried to. But we don't get statements like that. You overlook all that. You must have overlooked that I'm a disabled combat veteran after. Everybody overlooks. You point out the obvious to get mad at each other and overlook all the cool things we did as a human being on this planet. Hey, I know you're a human being. I am too, online. And I feel like That's a good thing. And we, as a human being, has accomplished things like the Sixteen Chapel and Mona Lisa. We figure out what the word genius means and figure out there's geniuses somewhere. To get so deep over nothing online, I feel the reason why everybody in the 80s had a good Christmas is because of them Christmas light bulbs. Them Christmas light bulbs, man, they were shiny in the 80s. No, we're not. I feel like knowing too much about each other as people. I don't know. I need to know when everybody's taking a shit on us. While everybody monitoring my computer. I took a shit today as a disabled combat veteran after Michael Commiso. But we live in a world where everybody takes a shit and only gets mad at one person. Everybody's naked online, and we live in a world where you somehow even hated on your disabled combat veteran. My kitty cat is top. Oh, there you go. My kitty cat's okay now. He keeps getting caught because he's trying to. There you go. I, Boxer, my cat is so smart. He's trying to. He knows. He wants me to pay attention to him. That's how smart animals are smart. Boxer wants me to. He gets mad at me if I don't pay attention to him, my cat. But I had to let out things because it sucks that you're an American hero one day and you all decided to beat the crap out of me for no reason. And I'm like, that's the respect on the streets? Beat the crap out of each other? And I wonder why there's no respect on the street. You treat each other like shit. And we're human beings. We don't have to treat each other like shit. So I'm letting out my feelings. And yes, I apologize. I didn't go to college and took an out acting class. I may not be on point on the acting or whatever. But I feel like I'm a funny person. In the world, Commiso, in the world we live in, we need all the laughter we need on the internet. As we understand what it means to laugh with each other than being bullied online. So I collect that thing. I got Mike Tyson. Don't worry, Mike Tyson. I got your card. I got Mike Tyson's card. There you go. It says it right there, Mike Tyson. I don't know if this is his rookie card, but here's one of the older cards. That's a cool Mike Tyson card. Then I got Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. I got that card because sounds like I understand that name. That's an older card. It's in the 80s card. Joe Frazier. He's a cool boxer too. Well, sportsmanship. Hey, we lost that in the world of sportsmanship. Look at my driver's license. Expires 1987. Look at my birthday. And then I got this Mike Tyson. Look at this picture. This side. Sweatshirt guy. Reverse. Everything is reversed on the camera. Video. That's the old Mike Tyson card. Somebody took the time to put it in the case. So that's cool. Now we have to get down to the pocket most. I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is. That must be something everybody's the same. We're not smart people on this planet, but we know what love is, so hopefully. Well, I have no system on collecting things, if anybody noticed. And I'm not trying to out collect the other collector online or whatever. I just try to get to the point of time where everybody acts like people had a bad history all the time. But every kid in the 80s and even the 90s was showing collecting some kind of Pokemon cards. Or at least I was trying to show in the 80s and the 90s. And I like this. That's why I got myself a Stretch Armstrong. My parents always gave me good Christmas, me and my brother and my grandmom and my uncles and everybody, whoever came together to put the Christmas gifts together. I didn't complain at Christmas. I was always happy at Christmas. So I collected the rest of the pocket monsters. See, on eBay, there's an auction street and pretty much an online store or a flea market. I would like to say the eBay is like the flea market, and nobody knows really anything about anything. And really, I really don't know anything. Only know that it's cool to collect pocket monsters in the 90s. I am living back in time and trying to avoid the negative stories that you come up with on television where it ain't that hard not to have no negative on television at all. That's how smart. As a human being, we're smart enough not to have no negative in the world. So I'm in my room with my cat, trying to live in back to time where my parents gave me a good Christmas every year. And it was cool to go to grandmom's house and maybe great grandmom helped. I didn't even know. Because I was the kid that went to sleep right away. When my parents said, okay, go to sleep, it's Christmas tomorrow. I was the goofy teenager. I wasn't like, Sabrina Teenage Witch or trying to go to cool parties at Christmas or them shows, the Boy Meets. I was the goofy kid that actually played. I believe in Christmas and I believe in Santa Claus. Because it's possible for a person, Santa Claus, travel the world as we got planes now to give Christmas to everyone somehow. So you could having pocket monsters may not be a big deal for you, but in the world I'm living in, and I'm trying to figure out why everybody can't just chill out. No, I have a Commiso world in my bedroom. This is my man cave. And every time I create my man cave back home, somehow you all come down hard on me, acting like there's no. I have art on my body. I have art in my room. I'm trying to get back into artistic world, and you're all sitting there. Then this guy just opened these goddamn pocket monsters so I can see what he got. But that's what I'm talking about. You see? Can't take the time nowadays to get to know each other. In the world, we all just show me that pocket monster. But I want to cherish. I was the kid at Christmas I took my time opening Christmas gifts. So I'm taking my time opening his pocket monsters, even though I made it so some of them already, because there was pictures on eBay. I'm trying to surprise myself with the package. Pocket monsters. It's hard. See, you're all having a nervous breakdown right now, Chris. You're all having a nervous breakdown for no reason. I'm trying to learn yoga and exercise my, chilling out mode. And I come home as a veteran and be in a chill out mode. What? Hey, everybody else gets to collect Rocky Monsters. Why can't I? Well, I collect. Apparently, I collected all the Pocket Monsters from this one seller. So he tried to keep the collection together because maybe the Pocket Monsters would get lonely sometime. So let me see what's in here. I know whoever organized these cards put the shiny card in the back. So I don't have to do, I don't know, I don't apologize. If I don't understand that much of everything all the time, that's what you have to understand everything all the time. And I can't. So this is a pocket monster. These are old pocket monsters. Basically, these are fossils and they set and jungle and whatever stage they had in the 90s. So it's cool for me. And I'm trying to move through. And you're like, wow, I saw that car before. What if everybody's like not paying attention to the coolness of the world? Then you forget the coolness of a pocket monster. And that's why things become rare. You guys decided to give up my pocket monsters. Now it's hard for me to give up. See, when I was on the wrestling team, I didn't have time to collect pocket monsters all the time in Pokemon. I had to focus down on the tournament and try to get a first place medal so I can everybody be happy with me on the wrestling. So this is the time to get a chance to try to collect things. But you're trying to take the time away from you. And I'm like, why? You know? That's the all I want to try to say. You should have some kind of education thought online. But I don't know how deep it is. I mean, it just is trying to chill and collect pocket monsters and Pokemon cards. And, whatever catch my eye. Whatever catch my eye, really. I don't have any system. And if anybody got it right now, try to joke with people. That's how hard it is for people nowadays. You can't even joke with each other in the world. And I'm trying to loosen up because this is pocket monster. And it looks like a card of Pokemon world. And I understand you may be all haters in the future on Pokemon or something, but I won't. And I know just because you hate on something, that Babe Ruth card is still worth that price. And you all want that card now. No, you all claim that you hate this card because you saw it before. But now you all want a pocket monster. So I read a book about advertising. It was like every company needs some type of advertisement, right? So for a company or a business or something to start, You have to advertisement and let people know that there's a McDonald's down the street. For people to know there's a McDonald's down the street. Feels like there's a lot of advertisement online. So I don't understand the law. I didn't have time to learn the law. Apparently you want me to learn very quickly. And you point out the obvious. And, you know, as an 80s child, it felt good to sit around with your family and friends in the 80s and chill. And it didn't have to be so hard. Even music was soft. According to the music now, music back then was soft. But now we're all having a nervous breakdown. Because you all claim that you don't collect Pokemon cards because you want to be cool on the streets. But you all got Pokemon cards in the houses all around the world. And Pocket Monsters. I like this guy. I don't know how many people like that guy, but he's pretty cool. I, I'm trying to do my own thing. You know, I don't know if everybody's trying to do their own thing online, but I'm trying to do my own thing. And me having a cool side Back to the Future poster by Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox is things that makes veterans happy. Simple things makes the vet. I don't know how hard it is to make your veterans happy. As to how hard is it to make ourselves happy as people using the internet 24 hours. So I collected the rest of the pocket bunches because I want to keep going. And like, I feel like if I keep collecting Pokemon cards and pocket monsters, I will keep going. Even all the bullshit that's bullshit, I will keep going as I keep collecting Pokemon and pocket monsters. That's where I am in life. And I don't know if y'all like it, but I couldn't understand the haters on my computer. There's nowadays, what's advertisement? Seems to me you just got mad over nothing because advertised me in the wrong direction. What's legal? Advertise. But I'm not a mean person. And I think that's the reason why you all grabbed me the way you did. You knew that I was on from the wrestling team as you, the law acts like they don't see my YouTube video. So that's a cool one. Or whoever, whatever, picking on your veterans back home. So, do we live in a world that all we do is edit each other's lives online and can't the truth that we're all just assholes to each other as people in the world? I feel like that's why and everything. So these are pocket ones. And it feels cool to have these cards. I tried my best. See, when I got Christmas gifts, I tried my best. I felt like I took care of my toys from Christmas for the best that I can. I was how I have my stuff in my room. If I had my own room, I never really got a chance to have my own room, and I have my own room now. This is how I would have decorated my room when I was in 90 as a kid. If I had my own room, apologize. I couldn't figure out where all the cool parties were at. But I was the kid collecting Pokemon cards in flea markets. And you're all acting like you're not the same kid doing the same thing. Because you want to go to that cool party. What? That was cool. Like I said, apologize. I don't understand everything. But that seems like a cool coin. I know it's Ratatouille or Rat-a-tat-tat. Ratatouille. I know it's Rat. But sometimes I don't have time to put all the words in the same video. You know? So I'm trying to, I'm not even on internet talking. You apparently have to abbreviate everything and talk, try to figure out what's going on. So I'm not even, I don't even feel like I'm really a computer person. I just learned how to make goofy videos online. I learned how to do art online. I know how to do goofy videos online. I did my best on comedy. I don't know how much people can't understand comedy by now. Well, I apologize. I'm not perfect in your schools online. I was the kid that's trying to make peace in the classroom. I even got saying I was the peacemaker. But now I want to go to Kiss concerts and be wild like everybody else. Right? I'm 40. I can't figure out where all the concerts are all the time because I'm 40. So I collect pocket monsters. That's another thing being a veteran. Everybody's back home knows where all the cool places to go. And everybody acts like nobody knows how to take their veterans along with them. Anytime you want to take along with your veterans, be nice. Yeah, you know, I, I, I have some knowledge of sports. I got some knowledge on Pokemon. And I got some knowledge of Pokemon. I got some knowledge of here and there things. I don't know how much knowledge you have to have knowledge or have knowledge or any type of knowledge. But it takes a lot to let out your feelings. Even being a wrestler on a team. Now you all think I'm a punk and I let out my feelings on the wrestling team. Well, I don't even know if anybody knew even know if you know if I never know if you knew if I knew if I knew. I don't know. Maybe I had a nervous breakdown on the wrestling team. Got to figure out. I just want to pin this kid, so that's a pocket monster. Not many people say they have that card. That's why I collect things some kind of way. That's that little duck. Oh, I bought a book. It's too far from my reach. Where it has all the Pokemon and their names in the book. I did not know they could do that in the world. Everybody's having a nervous breakdown over a word on the internet. How's he doing? People are testing. I'll try. Well, names in one book. Pokemon. I want to draw again. Yes, I want to draw again. But I have to have an environment of peace and calmness. So I can kill and I draw. But I'm stressed out. I'm all in. Everybody's having a nervous breakdown because they discovered the internet today. No, I don't know all the cool sites. That's my point. Then we put on TV the cool sites and no one screw you over? Is that okay for everybody to do? No, it's not. The directory is scared me on purpose. Isn't that what a scam is? Well, how do you doubt you had a choice? Did you have a choice? Instead, you had a choice. Look at that pocket. That's a pocket monster. That's a pocket monster. You're like, I got pocket monster. And I ain't cool enough to be online. And I got pocket monster. So, you know, there's something wrong with it. Yeah. I, what's that? Superman has two worlds. There's two worlds. The good side of the planet and the bad side of another planet. Everything's reversed on the other planet. How the heck we got the reverse planet when we got Superman on this planet? We got freaking Superman on this planet, and somehow we got crime in the reverse and bizarro world. How the heck that? Huh? Can you explain that? I don't know. Yeah. So that's why I collect pocket monsters. I got some copies of these. I'm okay with it. So far, we got to speed up. I got a bunch of them. These are all pocket monsters. So I'm trying to have a good day today. As everybody's trying to have a good day. I took poetry. And when you take poetry, to let out your feelings, you have to talk like this way. Talk about poetry. And I was just a student in the classroom trying to figure out what they was talking about. As I didn't get a chance to watch television as you thought. As I was like on a wrestling team a lot. Um, we didn't do much in the summer, but I hang with friends here and there on the outside to the school. And we just did whatever the heck they were kids do. And I know. I'm 40 now. Elected pocket monsters. And you might all have some kind of conflict on that. I'll bet you $1 billion you got some pocket monsters and Pokemon cars in your house. And if you don't want them, somehow I got a GPS on my laptop and everybody in the world knows where I live. I guess so. Come on, just from something. Touch them all. That one looks cool. And here's the shiny one. You're like, I know it's shiny. But it's a pocket monster shiny one. So, do I keep going? Is there fans? I don't know. Feel like everything you do is corny, no matter what. Because you got it's an image. You're an image. I'm an image online. Everybody's an image. Yes. And I don't know if y'all want my image to get out of here. I don't really care. That's what made Commiso is cool. I didn't care what anybody was talking about. It's cool all the time. That's why Commiso is Commiso. It's cool. Marty, I'm going to be very sad. So you really think I really don't know how information even comes to me. Look at that. Fucking Boston. These are like, if you was back in the 30s and you're collecting, you're like fan of Wizard of Oz, and you're collecting the toys from Wizard of Oz at the time that Wizard of Oz came out, man, that's like this when I hold a pocket monster. I wasn't. I apologize to the Wizard of Oz movie if I wasn't born that time to be in their movie. I feel like I'll be a cool Wizard of Oz character. There's a third. Because somehow people couldn't figure out how the hell they made that fucking movie in the first place of not having any type of technology or whatever. Throw some kind of goofy guy in the 30s, and nobody knows what goofy means yet in the 30s because if there's so much words you can speak when you're in the 30s. So now there's words that I don't even know where they came from as their internet talk. I don't know how much. I think this is there less words now. But we had the 30s talk, and everybody know what the simple words to talk on the streets in the 30s. And now we got the internet and whatever. So, apparently, I was a shy quiet kid in school. And this is the most words that came out of the internet over the years. There's all the words that's spoken out of my mouth, and that's how much words there is in the 21st century. I figured that out somehow. Because everybody's online. When's the last time we all got together and be human beings online? Feel like that's why I go into, I got this one because I feel like that's a rare one right there. And it's a pocket boss. I'm not sure how rare, they're how, I don't know how everybody like pick out the rare ones. Because you got to get the set. So did they mess? Did they make less cards than this card at the time? That's why it's rare. That might. They made the same amount. But then everybody was in school and in stores and like, I gotta get out of this school and go to the store and get these pocket monsters. Everybody was a good amount in the 90s. Everybody wants a pocket monster. And that's why you all trying to break my spirit of being that goofy, happy guy in the world for some reason. Me just having pocket monsters may not be all. Everybody lives in the world. Nobody understands that. We all live in the world online. They're all in some kind of world of their own. That's why everybody's questioning if you're a robot or not. Because you're all in some kind of world of your own. Is that okay for me? Feel like my world is in harmony. That's why I want to be in Commiso world when everybody's in harmony. And everybody accept that lesbian seagulls is allowed to have love too as lesbian seagulls. And I'm okay with it. Maybe are you? I don't know. I'm okay. Maybe I won't be able to show you all my Pokemon. So I have something else to do. But I always come up with an idea somehow to entertain some kind of people in the world. But we can't, can we? We can't be happy in the world. You all find ways not to be happy with each other. Why? Why is this? Why is people trying to be unhappy every day? Why is this? Is it that serious to be cool on the streets? You can't put a smile on the streets around the world? Well, I ain't up there. I ain't up the pocket monsters, okay? I'm just trying to be connected online where like everybody else is connected online and never an understanding. But I'm being some kind of like, I ain't fool to do nothing at the school. That, that's what the internet is. That what the internet is all about? Trying to teach each other we ain't cool at the school. Cause you gotta be like, hide your Pokemon, just the Pokemon cards in your home. But you don't want to let anybody know you got Pokemon and Pokemon cards in your. So that's why I'm not further in time. Because I collect Pokemon and Pokemon. I got people walking away when I bring up Pokemon. Because they don't accept me for who I am. Hey, you, get your damn hands off. Well, I say pocket monster. And everybody like, what's that? Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself. No, damn well. What get monsters are in the world? By now, it's everybody. It's not you. So, that's why I'm confused. I'm confused of the internet. When the internet should be confused by now. What did it? What? If you really think of this for a moment, I think the internet itself is confused of the people being alright too. So it's okay. It's okay. Robots, it's okay, internet. We're trying to figure this shit out too, I guess. Well, we're trying to ask people. The robots figured it out. The internet, the people are confusing me. That's why Terminators are coming. It's not because of the robot's fault. You all can blame the robot. I saw enough movies. Everybody's always blaming the robot. But that robot came from somewhere. And shit, we're gonna fuck it up, aren't we? We can't understand human beings all that. And I'm a human being because I was born that way as a human being. I am part of the planet Earth. Are you part of planet Earth? Oh, no. I don't know. Sometimes that's why I feel like I'm floating in outer space. You ever have them dreams when you're like hovering and I feel like I'm floating in outer space. When I was a teenager, I had dreams where I was so light that I was floating in outer space. Now I can't sleep nowadays. Sorry for running sleep. 'Cause everybody's having a nervous breakdown online because everybody's playing out the obvious. How obvious is it? Those pocket monsters. I better speak. I got another one of them. Yeah. I don't mind. I am a Christmas person. I have a soul and a conscience. No, 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 from right from wrong. I have stressed out because I was in convoy, but it got blown up all around the world. But apparently you can't understand that as human beings, huh? I, yes, I was a soldier that's realized I could have got blown up on them. And I was just going to convoy. So I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. You remember that movie with the elephant? The elephant was big and some little life on this flower. And we're here. We're here. We're here. That's our planet in outer space. We're all, no matter how loud this planet is, our sound is covered. We're covered, or we're in a mirage and not a galaxy. Where our planet, you think about it, how big outer space is. Our planet is hidden from outer space. So our galaxy it's like a mirage to cover up that there's life in the galaxy. How big the other planets are. Because everybody would go to the bigger planet, not to whatever that is in the galaxy. Well, that's what we gotta do as human beings. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. But I was just trying to figure out Commiso back home. Where I was a shy, quiet kid. I don't know how much conversation I had in school, but I felt like I don't even know if anybody knew I was in the classroom sometimes. But look at that guy. He has a pocket. As I'm Commiso, hello, how you doing? That's the internet. I don't know how complicated everybody makes the internet seems, but seems like people that are better than you are hating on you and don't know why. And I have to deal with this bullshit online. Well, don't billions of dollars go into the internet? So there shouldn't be any conflict. There should be everybody having a good life on the internet because billions of dollars went into the internet. Hey, everybody stop fighting in the world. You're messing up everybody getting it on in the world. That's why Renaissance came in play. And what was it? Relativity or was it revolution? Whatever the heck you call it. You know more than I do, right? Look at that pocket watch. So I kept these cards together from the seller on eBay. So this is somebody's collection over the years. I kept it together from the other pocket monsters too. Yeah. So, um, it's, it's that stressful in the world. I can't finish off showing my pocket monster because it's stressful to be online. Everybody's streaming through some kind of streaming way of life. And each site pretty much does the same thing, directs you in the same environment. So how can people get misleaded on the internet if everybody's got on the same sites online? I big black clock back home. Never gonna find love cause you hate on me. You know, when I was in the military, I left right and all night. left, right, all night. And I'm like, okay with it. I was happy in basic training, but sad too. I had a lot of mixed feelings about basic training too. But I graduated basic training where everybody gets bullied in the world, pushed around the world. And I graduated basic training. So many people said they can graduate. They graduated. I'm not trying to be mean. Graduate basic. That's trying to go out of my way to make people happy. But I don't understand people at all no more. Cause y'all corny acting like you didn't collect Pokemons and Pokemons since when you was a child. That's why it was so easy to be a child in the world. See? Not just because we had some cool Pokemon cards around us as a child and Pokemon. We even had Home Alone. We had some cool television. That's why I like you can't make the movies like they used to. Because we wasn't shy in the world. Nowadays, you can't be a child online. You don't have a bunch of bullshit on that. So, you know? So, you know, I don't care. See? I can't worry about what people think of me all the time. It's getting on my nerves. Because I got shiny pocket monster. You may say it's not a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to me. So I will keep going for you. Not just for me, right? I make my life the way it is because of you. Because of me. How the internet works. Did I go out of my time of my matrix world to come up with a reason why I'm out of the matrix world? Let's, let's try to figure out what's back to was. I mean, you all have a nervous breakdown. I saw that movie too. Yeah, that's how serious the world is. You all gotta be in matrix world. Matrix, Matrix. We have to be blinded by our own lives. Of your own lives. Own lives. You can't be giggly. We can't be giggly in no more either. I just noticed that. I just realized we can't giggle. We can't go. It was cool in Wizard of Oz. Everybody was cool. Everybody in the 30s. But now you can't do it. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Why can't we all, like, figure out how we're figuring it out? Like, yeah. I don't know how long I have to show my priorities. As you can freeze time. How can we trust the world? where people freeze your time and slow down your time. Oh man, that's what you hack my life. You tried to slow me down in the Matrix, but I wasn't in the Matrix. I was just trying to figure out something. Where? So that pocket monster. That's where I was. So if y'all still trying to figure out where Commiso is in the Matrix, good luck trying to figure it out, find out where it is. That's the character I'll be in the movie. Nobody who can't figure out where Commiso is in the movie. It was here a second ago. I got lost in the movie. I apologize if I got lost in the movie. Because I had to get back home, try to get the other pocket monster on eBay. I apologize if I got lost in the movie. You gotta be the character in the movie. You gotta be the character in the movie. I'll be straight up like, man, you better have some kind of chill pill in this movie. Well, I gotta go on something. We gotta be the character in the movie. If you can't be the character in the movie, well, you there be no movie. Yes, I apologize. I apologize. I had to get some more pocket monsters. I didn't have time to be all inside the movie all the time. That's didn't even know I was in the movie. That's the part. As y'all claim everybody's lost in the Matrix. I don't know. I'm running out of things to say. I apologize. Everything's all got perfect editing and everything. Everybody's on green screen in Hawaii or some kind of tropical paradise and having a good life in the world online because they had a green screen. Sorry, I didn't have a green screen. This is my life. I actually I don't know. I was the goofy guy with the glasses on the wrestling team. So, you all try to, well, I got pocket monsters. Her pocket monsters say, look, that looks a little shiny. So, oh, I dropped the pocket monster. Oh, no. I'm back again. Everybody say, oh, is that it? No, there's more. Me so than the tears in the eye or whatever. Well, as long as you're having fun in the video, and it's so bad, well, everybody thanks you in the world. It's all the guys to level. They on each other, they try to understand. It's people. You know, you're picking on each other. That's me. I got a fish. Got man. Man got a fish. Look at that. Remember that one? It's pocket monster. Pocket monster. Everybody, it didn't matter if he was an adult. It didn't matter if he was a child. Everybody just said pocket monster at the pool party, and everybody got laid at the party because they said pocket monster back in the 90s. Now everybody start blocking each other online from every goddamn direction. And nobody knows what it means. to have a good time at a party anymore. Because you can't say Pokemon and Pocket Monsters at the bar. You, what, are you going to beat me up? Yes, I said, Pokemon and Pokemon. And right there, you see, right there, that's why nobody knows how to have a good time anymore. What is a party anymore? What's the real purpose of people coming together and having a party anymore nowadays? So you all just sit there and have some kind of hold on each other, back on the bowl, and that got what from the world. Not everything is about the ladies. You know, there's different ways to get cock. It's not always about the ladies. Get cock blocked from the world. You always trying to say you gotta make it to the top of the ladder. You always gotta achieve better the next day. Mhm. There's no pressure as a human being on planet Earth. Oh no. They're probably saying shit, right? But hey, I'm still your disabled combat veteran after the family battle. What? So, you know, if somebody comes up with a reason why to hate on your heroes, and it's not me, it's not me. It's not me. It's not Commiso. I don't have any problems with anybody. I got another one of that one. See, you may like, I played the game, Reese. I played the game, and I beat the game. I felt like maybe I didn't catch all the, I made a miss, but I felt like I felt when you capture a Pokemon in the game, you have done the impossible. So, in the world we live in, collective pocket monster in the world we live, it's impossible to be who you are as a person nowadays. This is not the 80s and the 90s and the 60s and the 70s or the Renaissance time online. This is all uptight. Everybody's trying to watch everything online 20, trying to take in one day. And wondering why the hell is there negative on you? Why are you picking on me? I want to go to Italy. I feel like there's some fucking monsters and Pokemon cards in Italy too. I want to go to Greece. I may, I don't know how cool you have to be to travel the world, but as long as you know how to have a good time, and I felt like I had a good time in every time country I traveled. And I didn't even know where the cool places were. I just followed, as my battle buddies followed me. I was the new kid on the block in the military. I had to I followed my battle buddies, and my battle buddies directed me to be a cool battle buddy as they're cool battle buddies too. And that's how simple life is. We don't have to be hard on each other because, hey, we can whisper the sound of pocket monsters or Pokemon cards too. Oh, hey, I know where this one is. You have to buy this one in the game. I don't know how you come up. You have to win the slots in the game, but how it is, unless you know some kind of code, I don't know in the game. So I guess you have to sell the bicycle. You guys So all this stuff they get is still not enough to get this. I understand. Just tell me. Not every Pokemon and pocket monsters are easy to capture in the world. And maybe they don't want to be, but I'll be your friend. Screwing out future events. Yeah, take care of the pocket monsters. Because I'm not doing so bad. Collecting pocket monsters. When you talk to each other in real life, you always gotta move your head like this, like you know more than you know, and that's okay. To treat me like I don't know anything and bully me while misdirecting me, misleading me in the wrong direction and get mad at me for no reason at all. It's easy not to call somebody a name and bully somebody, right? But then that's that conflict in the world. Bully somebody affects the whole world. If you took some class, even Commiso took some classes too, you know. Look at that pocket lost. I have to take a break. Everybody else gets half time. You just have to have patience. But that's see, this one's trying to escape from the package. I got this one because look at that one. So that's the shot. That's ooh, pocket monster. Well, I got all these pocket monsters. Okay. Okay. But I don't know if you can handle it. There's so much you can handle for me so backwards. Is it? Well, even I need to take a break. Is that okay with everybody? Oh, we running around for everybody else back home. I wonder what's wrong with your veterans. And I'm running around for everybody else. Well, hey, how many bloopers or mistakes there's on the internet too? I'm like, you're all pointing out the obvious. I'm not gonna like nobody. What? You hated on me, directed me in the direction on purpose. It's not my fault. Well, you want to show you? Do I have time? Sure. No, because I have to take time for myself. Hey, if they're all down with that, this is a disabled guy back there. You know, like Commiso and the grandma, you know. And I got smooth. So it's all up to you if you come back to the Commiso show. You know, I know uh, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Okay, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is calm enough to see more of my pocket monsters. But you guys don't talk. This is your disabled combat practice. After not like police are on the battle bodies all up. Now you do.